Just fixing the mic there. So yeah, this is actually requested. This was a requested topic. It's like, what do you do those days where you just feel shitty, unmotivated? You just feel like, everything's just going wrong and just like, fuck. I just feel like shit. Yeah. So what do you do on those days? Yeah, like one thing, one idea I want to share with you that's gonna help you a lot with this is the idea of acceptance. I find like a lot of times we try to resist things. We try to push away things that we don't want. You know what I mean? And this causes a lot of pain and suffering because it's like we can just choose to accept things how they are. Instead of trying to push things away. And that would help us a lot with just being content, being content with whatever we're given and not wanting anything to be different, which will give us a lot of peace of mind. The other thing is like nothing stays the same forever. You need to understand that like 1 minute you're gonna feel shit, the next hour you're gonna be happy, and then you're gonna feel angry, and then you're gonna feel happy again. It's just a constant cycle. So your emotions are constantly changing. You don't feel the same emotion forever. So just understand that like this is just probably a shitty time for you now, but it's not gonna last forever. Yeah. Yeah, another thing to understand is like everybody goes through the same thing. And I think when I've really thought about this, I really understood this idea of like a shared experience where like everybody goes through the same shit. You're not special, that way. Like everybody goes through the same shit that you go through. Everybody experiences similar shit. Yeah, that idea just makes you it kind of takes the pressure off you, just knowing that like everybody goes through the same shit as well. It's like if you're in college and you all have an assignment to do, it's like you're not gonna feel special. You're not gonna feel like oh, poor me, because everybody else got the assignment too, that kind of way. So honestly, like I find that helps a lot with like anytime you're feeling shit, just knowing that like not that you're happy that other people feel shit too, but it's like you just know that like, right, like I'm not the only person going through this. I need to toughen up. I'll get better. I need to do what I need to do to get through this hurdle, and you can do it. That's the thing, like you can do it. So yeah, understanding a shared experience, and like yeah, just everybody goes through the same shit. And honestly, like that has honestly helped me with developing love and compassion for others as well. Just understanding that. Also, like you need to be able to control your inner negative self-talk. Honestly, this is like the root. Like I mean it, this is the root of your fucking like problems. This is the root of your suffering. This is the root of like your like low self-esteem and shit. Like that negative inner chatter, that negative self-talk that we all have with ourselves. Telling ourselves this story of our lives, or this story of who we are. Or like we're limiting ourselves, or we're putting ourselves down. That kind of that negative chatter, honestly, like that can make you feel like low, unmotivated, shitty as well. So honestly, being able to tame that, being able to keep that under control, that's gonna help you a lot with just feeling better, feeling more confident, feeling more motivated, more energized, just thinking positively about yourself, about your life. So yeah. Okay, so this is another topic that was requested. How to keep pushing when you feel like you're not progressing in a certain area or anything that you're doing, right? So off the bat, it's like the first thing is like you need to learn how to be patient. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, you need to learn how to be patient, you know, take your time. Um, that's very, very important, you know. Don't rush. You're not in any rush, like, really, are you? Like, why do you need to have everything right now? You don't, you know, take your time, enjoy the journey, you know. Yeah, you're not in any rush to get anything or to achieve anything, you know what I mean? So don't be too hard on yourself, and yeah, just enjoy it. I also like try to make it like a lifestyle. So instead of doing these things that you're doing to try to reach some end goal, you know, make it a part of you. You know, you can make it a part of your life, you know. So like you're just doing it for fun anyway, so you won't, that takes the pressure off you because you won't be too focused on achieving some end result, you know. You're just doing it anyway because you enjoy it and it's just part of your lifestyle. Yeah, like, you know, we're back to our friend again, our inner voice, you know, that negative voice that's telling us like, shit, like we aren't good enough, we're not doing enough, you're like, we're not getting there, we're never gonna get there. You know, that was that negative inner chatter, that, you know, like that will make us feel like, you know, we're not progressing, we aren't gonna make it. But yeah, you know, you can just choose to really ignore that voice, like, you know, and like you can choose to, it's fun, it's fun, it's actually a very, oh, I'm actually so happy I can share this with you because this has honestly changed it's changed everything, right? Where it's like you can choose to like look at your life the way it really is. You know, you can choose to perceive your life the way it really is and not let it be influenced by your like your thoughts or your inner voice. You know, and meditation is one of the best tools that you can use to actually achieve this mind state, whereas like your thoughts and your inner chatter and your inner voice and your inner negativity, your inner world in your head doesn't influence, it doesn't affect your actual life. You know, you're able to see your life the way it really is. You know what I mean? So honestly, yeah, try to ignore that inner voice that's telling you that like, you know, you're not good enough. You are. You know what I mean? Like you are good enough. Trust me. Just don't be too hard on yourself. Keep pushing and keep you know, keep doing it. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. That's the most important thing is not to do that. And yeah, like also it's like I promise you, like if I look at you, if you look at where you were like a few months ago and you look at where you are now, like you're in a much you're a way better person. You're in a much better place than you are before, you know. But the thing is, like, you don't notice it, you know, or it's like you're comparing yourself to other people, so like you don't feel good about yourself, you know, you don't feel good enough because you're constantly comparing yourself to others, you know. So yeah, that's a mistake not to make as well.